Hey Tigers fans, Scoring 70 here. Um, it's time for a Tigers rant. This may not be a rant, but it's time to complain about some stuff. um, this team sucks. There's no sugarcoating it. This team sucks. We can't score more than 2 runs in 80% of our games. It feels like. Our pitching's great, but we can't hit, and that's an important part of baseball. Is hitting. Um, Things need to change, and they need to change fast. And what I mean by fast is like now. Um, this season is all but over for us. Now, maybe they'll surprise us and go on like what the Braves are, 12 game win streak, get back into the season. That'd be great. I would love that. But I don't see that happening. We can't hit to save our lives. And you know what's sad? I still don't think that if we faced 5 college pitchers in 5 games, we would score more than 5 runs. That is how bad our hitting is, in my opinion. I just saw this tweet on Twitter of all these players' home runs this time last year versus this year. The only player that has more home runs at point of this year than last year was Jameer Candelario by 1. He had 4, he has 5. Other than that, everybody has lost their power. Everybody. And this is going on. Not only Scott Kubal, who in my opinion needs to be fired. We need to move on from him. We need to get a new hitting coach. But it also goes on to Al Avila and Chris Illich. They need to stop being so cheap. They really do. I mean, if they weren't so cheap, we could have got Carlos Correa. Now, yes, I love me Javier Baez. I was kind of excited when we signed him. I really was. He's no denying he's a top 5 defensive shortstop. No denying. But we also got him because of his bat. Or at least we thought we were. I mean, yes, we all knew his strikeouts were going to be a problem. We just had to be patient with that. But we also thought we were going to get a 260, 30-plus bomb hitter. That hitter has not shown up. He struck out a lot. That was advertised as coming true as the strikeouts, but not to hitting. He's barely batting 200. I think it's under right now. It's like sometimes it goes to like 203, and then now it's back down to 198 or whatever it is. With only 3 home runs. 3. I'm not misspeaking. 3. By this time last year, Javier Baez had 14. And everybody had more by time this year than, this time last year than they do this year. I don't know what the hell happened, but like I said, it goes on Scott Kubal, our hitting coach. Nothing has changed since April of this year. Last year we started out slowly. Now, historically, the Tigers do start out slow, but they usually find their way by mid to late May, and then they start cooking. Even last year, slow start. Couldn't score. Losing a lot, but then late May, early June, we turned the corner and we started playing better, winning a few more games. But our offense was there. Hasn't happened yet this year, and quite frankly, I don't know if it is ever going to. So. Now, yes, the players had a players-only meeting today after their 13-0 loss against the White Sox. I don't know what that was talked about in that game. There really isn't much to report on that, but I hope it works. I really do. I guess, the players are the only ones, I guess, that knows what's going wrong and how they can fix it. Maybe this is a players issue, not a coaching issue. Still think Scott Kubal should be fired. Same with Al Avila. But I've thought that for the past few years. I still want to have hope for us this year. We're 24-38, I think. Yeah, 24-38. I don't want to lose hope on this year. I want to say we go on that 12-game winning streak with the Braves. And get back into the season and make a playoff push. I would love to see that. I really, really would. But, if that's going to happen, maybe not go on a 12-game win streak, but just get back into the season, things need to change. They need to change right now. And it starts by maybe firing Scott Kubal and getting a new hitting coach, changing something, doing something. But time will tell if the players only meeting worked. Time will tell. In my opinion, these next 10 games are going to be crucial to see if that players only meeting worked. Because if these next 10 games we go 2-8, then the players only meeting was pointless. However, if they go at least 5-5 or better over these next 10 games, then maybe they found something in that players only meeting because they were playing 500 better baseball. Time will tell. But I'm starting to get sick of this because many of you, like me, probably thought playoffs this year going into the season, during spring training, being excited for this year. I was so excited. I went to the opening series. And even after that, when we lost the series 2-1, I still was excited because I'm like, it's only one series. It's the first series. But then that first series turned into the second series, and now we're mid-June, and nothing really has changed. Like, every once in a while, our offense will explode. But we need that every once in a while to be consistent. And that's something we have not been able to figure out. So, in my opinion, I've said this probably multiple times already in this video, Scott Kubal needs to be fired. We need to move on from him, get a new hitting coach. Can't be much worse. And Al Avila and Chris Ilitch need to open up the checkbook. I mean, they really do. You cannot win the World Series without at least one or two superstars on your team. Like, you need the good role players as well, yes, I know. But you need that one or two superstars. Look at the World Series champions. Tell me that on that team there wasn't at least one superstar player. You can't. Javier Baez was supposed to be our superstar, but that hasn't shown yet. Now, maybe it will. Maybe it will. Who knows? But maybe we should chalk up this year as a fluke year with the, the awkward spring train. Not awkward, but the... What's the word, should I say? Weird off-season with the lockout and shortened spring training camp. Maybe we'll put it to that, and also the injuries this year as well. But every team goes through that, and every team went through the lockout and the shortened spring training. And the good teams are still being good. Maybe with a normal off-season, we'll be better next year. Back to what we were supposed to be. Maybe this is just a fluke year. Who knows? I don't want to lose hope on this year. I don't. But things need to change, and they need to change quickly. So we'll see if this players only meeting worked out. I'm actually still kind of excited to see what they do against the Rangers. They need to have a good offensive performance if they want to beat the Rangers, because they can put up points. They can put up runs. They can. So who knows? It's a 4-game series. We'll see what happens. Hopefully the players only meeting, they found something to work on and found something. But like I said, time will tell. But things need to change, and they need to change now. Because I'm starting to get sick of this Tigers team. And I'm sure many of you are too. Alright, this is a little rant over. Let me know in the comment section below what you think the Tigers should do. And also, in my opinion, they should be buyers at the end at this trade deadline, even though we're probably not going to make the playoffs this year. We really should be buyers at this point. We should not be sellers or do nothing at it anymore. We need to be buyers. So, hope you guys enjoyed this little rant. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.